God, tiny isle. So that's what this one is, right? Tiny isle. Alright, well, I guess we'll start off by looking at one of the impossible levels again to verify whether or not it is still impossible. So currently water is stop and shut. Shut is a property where if an item that has the open property is on the same tile as something that has the shut property, both items are destroyed. Currently Baba is U and open, so we can do this, but that, you know, kills Baba, so we aren't anything, which means the level's incompletable. Although you can temporarily be nothing, potentially. And I will also note that we have a not one but two spoiler channels on the Discord available. We got one for those that don't know the answer but want to theorize openly, and just the general spoils for people that know exactly what's going on. So, we've got this key and this flag and this word key and this word flag. And somehow we need to get this word win in such a way that we can use it. Hey Kombucha, we're starting on an impossible level, and it'll probably still be impossible and then we'll move on. One thing we've only considered the very last time we played this level is that you can destroy the water over here and potentially mess with these words here. They're not entirely inaccessible, but I don't think any of those words will actually help us. Like, for example, like if we said key and water is stop and shut, like, who cares? The cog things on this level are just background. Depending on the level, they could be a keyword, but there's no cog keyword on this level, so the cogs don't do anything. So they're just like the grass or these tiles here. None of those have keywords on the level, so they're just decoration. So some of the stuff we can do with this level includes, for example, something like this, where we are both Baba and the key, which, you know, right, it's not open anymore. I was about to say, which lets I was about to be like, oh, that would just win. No, we don't. It doesn't have the open property anymore. Which is kind of a problem. And, like this flag, just because there's a flag, there's a keyword flag, doesn't mean the flag is anything unless it has other properties. So right now the flag is just like the cog in the grass. It doesn't do anything until I, use the word to assign something here. Hey, English Narwhal. So, for example, I could do this, which isn't at all helpful right now, but I could say that flag is open. We can double use that is, but that doesn't help anything because the flag is still not movable. The only way to make the flag movable is to make it U. As far as basic Baba grammar goes, it needs to be noun, connecting word, verb, generally speaking, and it has to be left to right or top to bottom. Keep looking at the bottom right words, because they're like, oh, like usually they're completely sealed off and inaccessible. But this time they're not, so... What could we do with that? But who cares if we make flag open or flag stop? Let's see. And we can't make water is you. Based on what I just described, you would count as a verb, not a noun. It has to be the second piece. And like another thing that's good to keep in mind for some levels, but probably isn't terribly helpful here, is that the words themselves can be pushed around. Like if the water was sink or something, we could push words into the water, and that could be useful. Hey, Gunther. Oh, Tiny Isle is one that people consistently say, oh man, this level's awful, this took me forever, oh god. I mean, there's a handful of levels that fit that description, but Tiny Isle here especially seems brutal. And, like, for example, we can also be three things if we feel so inclined. We just can't do it while also having the, properties we want here. The open property there. So key is flag, turns the key into a flag. And now we could say, for example, flag and Baba is you. Then we're three things at once. Which at least resembles something useful. Hey, Snakebird Priestess. Like, here, Diamond, yeah, I could do key is open, but there's no longer any key on the map, so that doesn't do anything. It's like, key is open, yes, but there is no such thing as a key anymore. Baba is water. If you make it so no longer Baba's you, we can't move Bob anymore, and the level's just stalled. There are some odd ways to recover from that depending on the level, but not really true of this level. It still just feels like we almost have to use the stuff in the bottom right somehow, just because like we're able to, and it's not obvious that you're able to. But that's not necessarily true. Yes, Whiskey Tango, yes. If you transform the word you into something else that has a very similar effect to shoving the word you aside. I guess you don't exactly cease to exist? Well, you do, right? Because nothing is you. Like, Baba could still exist, but if Baba's not you, then you no longer exist. Welcome to the crew, Thought. Thanks for the gift sub, Kombucha. Yeah, Tyler, you can do that, but having only one open doesn't really help us. That's basically the solution for the easy version of this level. We've done that. So that would be I mean, I can be inside the text too, but like for example here is interesting that, hey, I'm now like inside the text, moving this along with me, but that doesn't really do anything for me, you know? And like we can do this, so we can walk in here now, but we need to do that again to access this win. And that's a problem. And we can't push the text over the water because water is stop. And remember, open speculation. We've got Discord with spoiler channels for that sort of stuff. Hey there, Xenon. Yeah, this is Tidy Isle. We can do that. Now we can access the win, right? Oh, but we're not anything. And like I can readjust this in a variety of ways, but it doesn't seem like any other adjustment makes it any better, right? Like we can turn ourselves back into Baba, we can turn the flag into a key, for example, but that doesn't do anything. We can turn Baba into a key for that matter. But we can't, like, well, maybe we can. We don't know how to, at the very least, turn the remaining two objects into the same thing while still having you be something. Like, I could turn Baba and Flag into keys, but then we're no longer anything, because we don't have an extra is. The only other is on the board is in the bottom right. We can't use that for anything. So assumedly, this level is still impossible. There's no way I can do something fancy by popping the water in a very specific spot that I could then do something with the word win, right? Pretty sure I've exhausted the reasonable possibilities on that front, but let's take another look. Because the is has to make me you. So there isn't really any spot to use it otherwise, right? Like, for example, we could come in on this side, even move that away if we wanted to. But, like, we can't put, like, I don't know, key is win or flag is win or whatever here. Because we can't be using that is for both things. That's true anywhere for this word win, right? Like, I mean, likewise from the top, that you can get close, sort of, but it's not good enough to actually work. It's a pretty good sound, Steakbait. Pretty good sounds, plural, I should say. Yeah, there's really no way to put the word... essentially, we have two, like, possible solve states, at least as far as what seems like possible solve states. One is that we're able to pop two things into the water, and we're still alive. That's an easy win state. Actually, wait, that's not an easy win state. No, yeah it is, because I could always do, like, if we're still Baba, it could be Baba is you and win. Yeah. So that's still a possibility. Well, wait a minute. If we push it, let's do this from one higher. Okay, let's do this one higher. So we've got this here. Oh, it can't be and open anymore from here, though. Because I was looking, we might be able to do Baba is you and win right here. slide it right down on there. We kind of don't have enough space. This is promising, though. No, not a route we've considered. And if we pop this sooner, we can't push the name over because we need to be two things at once to be able to push the name over. Or push the is you over, anyway. The other, but yeah, so that's one of the possible solution states. The other possible solution state is just popping 2 bits of water and still controlling something. Yeah, so either could be a win. There might be some weird third way, like involving manipulating the words in the bottom right or something. No hope. I've added some stuff to TwitchBot. Hey, ZZT! Thank you for the long streak of continued support. I mean, they aren't anything. They aren't FC relevant. How about that? I'll just say that plainly. So we could sort of be inside words, but I don't think that's gonna help either. Hey, Zafit. Wish. Tiny Isle is a villain and a fiend. There's some way I could still shift this text over, only controlling one thing at a time. Certainly hasn't been true generally. We don't have any, like, move commands or anything like that. There's a lot of those SRN. Lot of levels that are just impossible. You'd think they would have fixed that by now, but jeez. What a poorly made game. And we can't shift it either, can we? Like, shift the text is you from vertical to horizontal. Like, even controlling two things at once, we can't pull off that sort of heist. Like, even if we're, like, inside the text, we're doing shenanigans, it would still require more than one move at a time to get there. Like, you could do, like, one move with each, but they'd be in different directions, so that wouldn't be good enough. Like, if you move the U right and the is down, for example, you could have another word set to be you, which would be some shenanigans. It would involve both things being inside words, but then you also, on top of that, which is probably already impossible, need to move in two different directions at the same time. So, no good. No, none of the levels are, well, assumedly none of the levels are actually impossible, so you don't know. Hey there, good John. Well, we'll see if we solve anything. Currently we're just staring at Tiny Isle, because it's clearly impossible. Hey, known blob. Something being knee and shut doesn't help anything, does it? No. Hey, Sigma Dragon. Cheers, ghost friend. Thanks for the anonymous bits. I love the little ghost bit animation. Hey, Felix Nemesis. I just added an extra syllable there. Hey there, Felix Nimbus, rather. Alright, well, we sort of figured out one other thing, but the level's still impossible. So, moving right along. Do we go to another impossible level, or go to a maybe possible level? We probably have more impossible than not impossible at this point, but... let's see... Yeah, I don't think I want anything to do with that one. That level's completely impossible. Frickin' deep pool over here. This is garbage. Hey, G-Volt. So one thing for people that haven't seen much of this game, what they've done on both the level we were just looking at and the one we're looking at now, and a handful of other levels, so you have this level. This is Scenic Pond. You know, it was a moderately hard level that definitely took some work to complete. And then they're like, yeah, you know that level you just did? Do it again, but do it better this time. Baba is a cruel mistress, man. I don't think I want to look at this level right now, to be honest. We've looked at a possible level enough for right now. Let's look at a maybe possible level, like over here, maybe in the chasm. Yeah, some of these are probably possible. So, sure. Let's look at Kiki and the Star. I probably haven't looked at this. Yeah, I don't think I've looked at this. Lava is word? Okay, Kiki is Kiki. Kiki is sleep? Sleep? Excuse me? Hedges stop, skull is death, lava is lava, and star is win. And lava is word. We could make something float. Lava is word? Kiki is sleep? I think we've seen his word, but I don't remember what the heck that's supposed to mean. Lava is word. So, words are still vulnerable to defeat. Or something with the is word property is vulnerable to defeat. Oh, lava is word, but lava is... Well, this isn't X'd out, though. Have we seen his word? I see, well, this is gonna kill me because we're not a thing, and it doesn't do anything to Baba directly. I mean... Word. Greetings, reality. Like, let me just see if we've seen this and we theoretically know what word is. Yeah, sort of. We beat this level apparently. How did his word work? Why don't I like remember this at all? Okay, this was... Oh, right. Okay, yes, thank you. This was the introduction level for word. That means they count as a word and their object. So, for example, if you walk past there, since Baba also counts as the word Baba, that makes it so Baba is defeat. Okay. So we remember what word does. So, I mean, theoretically, we need to make Baba as you horizontal while we're floating to push the text across. Oh, interesting. Can we do that. I mean, we can, but like, what does that mean for us? Like, we could do this, for example, right? While we're here, we can push the words "is you" around. But as soon as we move away, it's no longer accurate. So that's interesting. That is interesting. And yeah, like, I know it's been sometimes confusing on backseating spoiler stuff in this channel. If I've got the tags for the stream set to no backseating and spoiling, I'd prefer people keep speculation and spoiler stuff for the puzzles in the spoiler channels. You solved Tiny Island, you monster, Gunther. How dare you? I've earned the life of Sisyphus. Exactly, sir. Exactly. So, is that being a word? Does that let me shift Baba as you from horizontal to vertical? Or the other way around, vertical to horizontal? Because that seems like step one, but then I still don't know how to make it floating at the same time. Because if I could just be pushing... Oh yeah, no, that works. If the... Yeah. If I can make this horizontal, I think I have this solved. That's no mean feat though, because that's never been possible before. For example, as we just were talking about on Tiny Isle. So, is the fact that something, the object itself, is also a word, does that let us do a vertical horizontal shift? It seems like it has to, because how else would we possibly beat this level? Like, our options for actually completing the level are fairly simple. And sleep, I think, I'm not even sure sleep does anything. It might just be a visual effect. Unless there's like, is noise or some nonsense that's gonna come up at another level, but like, let's just pretend we can put these things wherever we want. That's hard to visualize, so not always the most helpful, but there's no N. Lava is lava. Could we theoretically turn Baba into lava and we're controlling two things then? In which case we may not need the word. No, we still would. That would still be problems. It still wouldn't be enough to do the old horizontal to vertical switcheroo. Yeah, I don't actually have the best idea of how active those spoiler channels have been, but I know the like unspoiled spoiled channel was specifically requested by more than one person, so we added it, and I haven't looked at it since I added it because we're still playing Baba. So basically, my idea here, which I think is pretty sound, if we can make the is you horizontal somehow, then we can have the word lava right here. We could have me as the lava pushing the words is you to the right, and because lavas float, we'd go over these skulls, and then we'd shove off the word sleep with the word you, and then Kiki is you, and we can walk to the star and win. So I think that is the only really viable in-game state I see. On Discord, good John, yeah. You just you can drag from the left side of the screen to bring up all the channels, and then just click that channel you want to go to. But still, the question remains... Well, we've got an extra is. That makes converting... Oh wait, yeah, we've got an extra is. So, I mean... This is actually, that part's actually really easy. And do we want Baba to be a lava also? I don't know if we even need it to be, but maybe? My in-game plan didn't involve how we would still have the word attribute applied to anything. Also, we needed to move this text down another notch before we converted it, but yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Wait, does this just work? Yeah, it seems kind of like it just works. Huzzah! Alright, we saw our plan, and we executed, and it actually worked. Very good, very good. Not impossible. Confirmed. Elusive condition here might have been impossible. Oh god, it's this one. I'm gonna go look at number 4 over here. Let's take a look at that one, maybe. Alley. Okay. Oh my. We got a lot going on here. Alright, so hedges stop. Kiki is you. text is float, water is water, rock is rock, and moon is wind. Those are the hard set. Currently, rock and water is stop. But we could change it so that water is sink. At some point. Oh, God. If anyone's wondering why text is float, and what sink does, sink means when you push an object... We don't have a push. Oh, no, there is a push. There's a word push right here. Okay. Sink means that when an object is on the same square as another object, both the sink object and the other object are destroyed. Unless that object is floating. So text just goes over water. Well, text just goes over something that has sink properties. Currently, water is stopped, so text does not go over it, but, you know. Reality. You can always hop back on the VOD real quick if you want. The solution was what I thought. I just needed to piece it together on the side, which was actually easier. It was easier than I was making it out to be. I kind of figured out the, I don't know, unique or hard part first, and then took me a while to figure out the easy part. Easy-ish part, like, I'm pretty sure we've done something like that before, so that's why the main reason I'm considering that part easier. So... water is water and rock is rock. We could make both rock and water push, but only one of those could be undone, which is probably fine. I'm just gonna start going down that path. Like, we'll just reset if this is problematic that we're shoving these words over here, you know? So they're both push right now. So we can get that out of the way. And I mean, we'll go ahead and just do that. That doesn't necessarily seem like there needs to be a reason to, here, let me do this first, though. Like, we need to use this water as a word for some reason, I think. Yeah, because we need water to be pushed. I don't know how we get past the rock at the end, though. The rock is stuck in push. Okay, so that's a problem. We can do everything except the last rock now. Oh, maybe we can. Because as soon as we push this down here, we can't... No, water... Okay, the sink still overrides. Yeah, so we could do like this. Yeah, so no, I was right. We can do this. How would we get past this last rock just in a general sense if we could do whatever we wanted? We can't get words over to the bottom right. Okay. what does making something words here do? If you click videos at the top, reality, like what I usually do would just be like open that in a new tab, and then it'll like show the currently playing VOD, and then you go back about 7 minutes or so from current time and find what you're looking for. That would work, Surveillance, if possible. There's two things wrong with that one, Diamond Miner, because one, we can't access the words Kiki's you because they're on the other side of the hedge, and that hedge is stopped, so we can't get over there. But also, because rock is rock, rock can't become Kiki. Rock isn't Kiki because rock is rock, you see. Although I did say if I could do whatever I want, I just meant within the inside of the level. Since assumedly there's no shenanigans that are getting me outside of the hedge. So... I could have this rock be where the word rock is and the word rock be up here, but that still doesn't solve the problem. Because I still can't undo the rock is push or the rock is word in either case then. Oh, but if water was still push... Oh, okay, I got an idea. Okay. Okay. That... Okay, I think this is reasonable. Let's see here. Just push. Okay, so we think we can go ahead and do this. Oh, water is still push. Okay. Do that. Oh, but rock is push, so I can't push the water onto the rock. This was my idea. I would push the water into the rock, which would destroy the rock, which would make it so that the rock is no longer push. But that doesn't quite work, huh? I think this is very close to the right idea. How long do I need rock to be pushed for? So we still need rock to be pushed at this point. After water is already sink. Which would defeat my other idea, which would be basically having the rock and water overlap prematurely here. Hey there, Citizen Stranger. There's no pulling. It is just undoing. I kind of wish there was like a little symbol on the screen for undoing, but yeah, if it looks like I'm pulling stuff, it's the undo. Yep. Could we do this the opposite way of what I was just trying to do? I'm just gonna try that. Let's just try this the opposite way and see how that looks. So water is push. Push this water right there. Water is word. I still can't then push these on top of each other though. Nor can I do this either. Hey there, Zimmy. Gel Bagel. What does rock being word do? That means that objects that are rocks are also treated as if they are the word rock simultaneously. So currently, the objects that are water are treated as the word water as well. So this object of water right down here also still has, is making it so water has the push property. Text is float. The purpose of that is just that it doesn't let me push the text into the water to sink it, basically. Because if text was not floating, I could push the words themselves into something that has the sink property to destroy it. Which I don't know would actually be that useful in this level anyway, but... Float basically means it's not affected by ground stuff, but that can apply to a few other things. It's most commonly text as float means that it doesn't sink. It also means like conveyor belts don't move stuff around, or well, they don't have to be conveyor belts, but something with the shift property doesn't move around stuff that's floating either, etc. That's the main use of float, is that it, you know, has a little floaty animation. And you can't have like a self-fulfilling thing on word, can you? Yeah, okay, you cannot. That would be weird. So I'm glad that doesn't work. Hey, Fugsy. Perfect timing, because we literally just explained it. Word means that the objects are also treated as if they are the appropriate word. So if rock is word, then the rock object is simultaneously treated as if it is the word rock. No worries, Bugsy. On? On? Have I seen on? I don't think I want anything to do with whatever this on thing is you're talking about. Oh no, I've seen on. On is miserable. Yeah, never mind. I know what on is. I was thinking like a light switch, like on-off sort of thing, but no. Yeah, we've seen on. That's to be expected, really. So definitely felt like we were most of the way there. We had all but one piece of the puzzle, it seemed to me. This song is new to playlist as well. This is the first time it's been heard on stream. I don't think so, Citizen Kitten, because it's still not actually text. I don't remember seeing like the rocks that we had down here have the float animation, but we'll see next time we're in that position, I suppose. Like, what else can we do with this? Stop is a wall, Bailey, yeah. So you can't move past stop. And, like, can't push objects into stop unless, like, the stop object is also shut. And the pushing object is open. When rock is no longer stop, that means it's nothing by default, unless it's also push. Which is probably the answer. Hey there, cat. Yeah, you can make them both push. Is that any different than what I was already considering and doing, though? They'll be ignoring these words. That doesn't seem terribly likely to work out, but... Oh, but then I can't get past this one, yeah. Hey, Fold Up Gorilla. Hey there, Shady Dreamer. It's not bad, Fold Up. Because we need to break up the fact that both water and rock is pushed at different points. Something that is push effectively has the stop property as well, for the record. It's slightly more complicated. Well, it's not actually that much more complicated than that. Is that just a factual statement? You can't move into something that has the push property even if it has no other properties, I guess is a appropriate way to say that. Hey there, Scot-Free. It's May already. Time has a rude tendency to continue marching forward. The point of the is word is that I can do something like this. And this rock down here is being treated both as a rock object and the word rock. So it's assigning the rock is push property there. But assumedly, once I've already gotten to this spot, I can't win anymore. And yeah, you can see the rock itself isn't floating here. So it doesn't actually become text. It is just treated as if it is the appropriate word. Baba is used secretly a rhythm game for those that are unfamiliar. Hey, forgotten saves. Yeah, you can always use the spoiler channels on the Discord, Cat. There doesn't seem to be any way to manipulate this further. Oh, what if I, let's see. No, that's not gonna quite work either. So I'm like picturing this, but that doesn't quite get there. We don't have enough room to do that. Oh, we can do it the other way then. Okay. We had the right idea, just couldn't find that final bit of execution for a while. Visiting Baba. That's a lot. Okay. So wall is stop, me is you. Water is sink. Star is a teleporter. Baba is win. Skull is defeat. Text is float. Fungus is fungus and death. Rock is rock and death. Additionally, door on me is wall. And wall is stop. Okay, so once we walk through the door, it closes behind us, essentially. Rock is currently push. Skull is currently defeat. So you can walk in a teleporter, basically every step it cycles. And to emphasize the door on me, when I move on to the door, it becomes a wall. Which makes it so fungus is no longer push, but there's two funguses over... What the hell? There's just this extra, like, is over here. And text is float, so it's unaffected by teleporters. We can make fungus push anyway. while rock is also push? Is that actually just that simple? Why does this seem this? It can't be that simple. We're not even using the extra is. Oh, because the word push is stuck down there. That's the problem. Okay. Never mind. Never you mind. That does use the extra is, sort of, except that we can't make rock and fungus push simultaneously still. Because that little wall right next to the word rock is a problem. I realize my lines of thinking and logic are probably not the easiest to follow. I'm trying to explain as much as I can. It's hard. Text is float basically means that it can't be sunk and it can't be teleported is the most important thing here. So we push text onto a teleporter, it doesn't do anything because it's floating. Rock is rock, and fungus is fungus. Okay. We can make rock a word also. Is that helpful? Maybe? I don't know. We're still not making two things push simultaneously, though. Like, I can pretty easily clear two of the three rivers at the end, but not the third. Do we need all three to be pushed? The level is implying we need all, well, we need both fungus and the rock to be pushed at the same time. How can we have both things push at the same time? We don't have an and. And where the word push is, we can't have two things applying to it at once, in theory. Which does make things nicely impossible. I mean, we can do some interesting things there, like we can move the words rock is over past, like on top of the skull, move the word up there so that rock is word and fungus is word at the same time, and then have the object of the fungus or the rock on top of the, like, or spelling out is push. But, like, what does that ultimately do for us? I mean, that is how we get fungus pushable, I guess. Like, we don't have another way to get fungus pushable. Which is, you know, important. But rock is not also pushable at the same time in this scenario. Also, what I just said totally doesn't work for... Because the... Oh, no, fungus is pushable right now. Right. We turn off fungus push later. Not yet. Okay. And we can have it toggling. Oh, can we? Oh, that's how we do it. We have it toggling. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we probably need these pushable first. Figuring out how to actually order this is not very easy. But okay, let's do the word part first. Okay. Okay, so that's there. We'll make rock his word momentarily also. So we need to do this first. So the rock's already pushed into place, so we can get rid of these words now. Huzzah! Your brain just melted. That seems appropriate. That seems appropriate. Like, how do you do two things at once? You can't do two things at once. Oh wait, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Yeah, that happens with good puzzle games all the time, Good Job, just all the time, where different people find different puzzles hard. Automated doors. Okay. There's not too many things on screen, but that is almost scarier. I was pretty quick on that one, Jumbo, yeah. Baba is you and push. Why does that matter? That already is upsetting me. The two words not on the right screen that I'm only half paying attention to are also upsetting. Flag is win. Wall is wall, and not you. Okay, so we can't make walls me. Belt is belt, and shift, and not you. So we can turn rock into me. There's also this is defeat and is flag over here. What? How's that gonna work? And we've got a knot. That's actually the scariest thing of all. That knot's the most powerful word in the game, and it's intimidating. So shift, for those who haven't seen it, does this. If you move onto a tile of something that shifts, it automatically moves you. So we can only bring one word with us, huh? If I could bring two words with us, I've already won. So I guess that probably makes sense why we can't bring two words with us so easily. Belt's stuck on being shift. Baba is push. Flag is win, but we need to make something into flag. So we need to turn the rock into flag with the rock being a word. Okay, that's... I've got almost everything, I think, but I don't know how to get both the word you and not up into this upper chamber here. If I could do that, then I've already got it, I think. But there's not enough room. The words Wallace stop are accessible. Wall is word. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. So if wall is word, but I only have one is inside there. Wait, can I... No, I can't do that, right? Okay, let's just try that real quick. I've got a silly thing I wanted to look at here. Well, I can't move it over in time anyway. I was wondering if I could move this over in one step, if I could have it there, where the wall above it is a thing, you know? Okay, I'm pretty sure making wall word is very important here. Oh god, I've got a lot. I've got a lot of it. I'm like excited, but what am I missing? How do I finish this? I don't even want to elucidate all my thoughts because it'll be really cool to see if you're not following what I'm seeing here. Only if it actually works, though. Alright, so wall is word. There's no other is. There's no other is. I could do that though. Oh, I could do it that way. Okay, let's see about that. Nope, that doesn't work because wall is not you. Okay. Oh, there's another reason it doesn't work. My plans and dreams, this is defeat on the left actually defeats my scheme as well. Hey there, Formal. Word Jumbo Tom means the object is treated also as if it is the appropriate word. So, rock's not push. I was gonna... Oh, okay, that's another problem. Interesting. I was just gonna push the rock over here so that the rock would be... Basically, if this rock were right here, then rock would be defeat, and moving onto the rock would kill me. Because the rock symbol itself is being treated as if it is the word. But it doesn't have other properties of being a word. Like, it doesn't count as text, and it isn't inherently pushable. I see a lot of promise. Okay, we could do that. Okay. But that is defeat is still ruinous, I think. Because if something is you and something is defeat at the same time... here. I'll go ahead and show the cool thing that, I'm finding here, because at least this part should work, but it won't. I don't think I actually quite get the, solution for it, yet. So, Wall is word, and not wall is you. Oh, but why am I not text? Why am I not text? Huh? Text just doesn't count in a not statement, apparently. Okay. Curious. Interesting. I thought it was going to be text. But, so... Wait. Oh, rock isn't word. But now we can make rock word. Right, rock isn't word, so that doesn't actually ruin me right away. Oh, I made rock as you. Whoops. I can't make rock as word here, can I? No. Well, hold on. If I, this can't be in position while I'm undoing the text here, huh? I guess it could be here. Let me move this out of the way first. Well, I can also move that text too if that ends up being helpful. But we can't get out of here, can we? Oh no, we just make this skew again, right? Yeah. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I figured out the core, like, conceit of that level very quickly, and then I just needed to figure out how to put the pieces together from that core conceit, I think, so... C can go to hell, damn it, but... I don't want anything to do with that stupid C. I don't know, man. I'd probably rather go stare at a different... like, this one unlocks more levels, which is at least a little appealing, but, that one's not even like this. The one, this one here is supposed to be easier than all the ones we just did, probably. What impossible? Oh wow, God. There's a lot of hard levels in this game. Did you guys know? What was salvage? Oh, it's this one. How? Oh God, swap. Yeah, it's swap is the thing that does shenanigans. So this level uses swap and pull for some shenanigans. Bob is use, skull is defeat, text is not win. So what the basic idea here that we can do is wherever is fine, I guess. So text is pull. Okay, yeah, I forgot this is gonna be annoying. Pull is really annoying to use. So we can do this. So that's part of the magic of pull. Is that it'll pull everything in a chain. So that's what we start with. But now we need to do something weird with swap. Because this amount of text is not enough to grab that flag. Because I've tried that, but let's take a look at that anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 bits of text, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It only goes to here. Hey, Mayan Typhoon. In the top right, it specifically says text does not win, and that overrides that fact. So, swap, I guess, let's see, text. We'll just make text as swap to demonstrate that real quick. Swap does this. Means you swap places with the object. So if we make text swap and pull, maybe. Oh my god, I hate swap. I hate swap and I hate pull. They're both miserable. Does that do anything fancy for us? It just means I can move onto it and then like pull it behind me. Hey there, Hyphenated. Yeah, like the text will swap with a skull if I manage to get the text onto the skulls, which I'm not entirely sure how I would do. Oh, by having it already on it. That'd be the main way, wouldn't it? So, like, what if I've got like this, and we make it both swap and pull? Let's just finagle with this for a minute. Well, I mean that's something. That's probably not what we want. But we can get the text on top of itself. Is that useful here? I don't think that's useful here. Simply making it both at the same time doesn't mean... Well, if I had this further, though. Hold on. Yeah, let's make that one further. Right, what if we do that, then? Yeah. And then we just do that again. Disabling swap. Okay. That's probably fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. What's this level we've never seen? Forest E. Insulation. Baba is E. Wall is currently hot, not stop. Skull is skull, and move, and swap. We don't currently have a skull. Kiki is push. Baba and text is melt. Flag is win. So melt means that when it hits the hot property, that it just dies, like so, or like so. Kiki's push. Kiki does not have the melt property. So, for example, we can sneak Kiki over across the side. How are we supposed to use this word up? I mean, I guess we could do this, right? We can do that when we need to point Kiki up, or the skull up. So I've got lots of ideas. We push Kiki where we want them to be. Then we turn them into a skull. And then we turn them up when we need them to go up. Also, there's another skull. Another Kiki, rather, in the top right. That's only going to be moving up and down. Which is intended to be relevant. One has to assume. Though I don't exactly see how at present. Okay, I don't have a left or a right. I just have up. And also, supposedly at some point, we need to make it so the walls are stop instead of hot. Which I also don't see how helps my what I'm seeing as puzzle solutions. So the fact we've got two very core pieces of the puzzle that we're just like, yeah, those probably don't matter, probably means we're on the wrong track. Probably means we're on the wrong track. Still gonna kind of look at it a bit, though. To demonstrate a little bit more some of the shenanigans and chicanery we got going on here, I guess this would be as easy as anything. Alright. So we do that, they turn the skulls. Oh, they undo the swap power until... Oh, they get rid of the swap power. Okay, that's what that Kiki does. Right, it swaps out the swap, thus destroying the swap. Okay. And then, wait, also destroying win if we move it over here. Ha. Okay, well. Wait, does this just work, though? Hold on. I don't think we have enough time, but I'm gonna try this anyway real quick. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only got 3, huh? We can do one more than that, but I don't think that's not gonna be enough. And also, we're still not using a lot of pieces of that puzzle, but yeah, it's one short. If that was one more, that actually would work out perfectly, I think. Wait, no, what would we do if Kiki's win? That doesn't help us. It'd be like, cool, we got the word win over here. It doesn't actually help us, though, does it? Oh, wait, what about the flag itself, but then... But then we lose the word flag. We lose the word flag is win. We can suddenly swap them up. Like we could move the flag up. Or down, for that matter. We could swap the word up away from the wall, or like say the word Kiki or something. Right, like flag isn't pushed or anything like that, so we wouldn't be pushing the flag over to us in any case. So what can we do with 3 turns of swap? We can get more access to the word up, which is doesn't seem that helpful. To be like away from the walls, really. We could regain access to the word skull. Yeah. If we make walls stop, the Kiki in the top right isn't necessarily going to kill the words flag is win, but we don't have any way to manipulate our other skull Kiki to make sure all the flag is win words get where they need to be. We can shift one section of wall, but that's not enough to walk past. Yeah, you can easily adjust it, but you always have an undo button and a reset button available. Hey, Spherical. It goes. I mean, we've completed several levels, so I mean that's pretty good. I am not seeing my corked seat here very well. This is my playlist, Josta. The songs from Super Meat Boy. But you can see my playlist thusly. Bubba's got some decent songs as well, and its soundtrack's available on Bandcamp like for $2 or something like that. It's real cheap. Wins the crime heat map emote. I mean, there has been a formal request made that I play SNES SimCity. Hey, is and if I play more City Skylines, it would be appropriate there too, I suppose. See, like, that's what I said, Hive, that 2000 was better, because, like, in the original SimCity, can you even reticulate splines? Like, I mean, come on, clearly 2000, better choice. I mean, those are kind of, Formal takes offense to the, concept of there being a formal request to, eliminate Propeller Rat. Yeah, text-to-speech, these days is really good. Impossible is just such a better judge, though. Well, let's look with all our tools back here again. I mean, the implied premise is that we can push Kiki where we want them to go, turn them into skulls. We've got a few ticks to swap, and then we can no longer swap. At some point, we can also make it so that Wallace stop. It is a bit different, but you can actually see what the emote looks like without, like, being half an inch away from your screen. Like, the expression on Judge is basically unreadable. That's the problem with it. What can we do? And then, of course, we can turn Skull... We can't actually turn Skull as up. We can turn Kiki as up. But if we make Kiki as Skull, we can't then do Skull as up unless we have swapped the Skull or is back away from the wall. Up makes the object face upwards. And it is a very good movie as well, yes. Um... If I... Well, then it won't have time to swap again. I was just thinking if I could do like a double swap really quick, like by abusing up in some fashion. Up does primarily combine with the move, but it also combines with shift. Maybe something else. Those are the main two anyway. And if you're asking how we do anything in the level, the walls are currently hot, not stop. Which is how you do some things in this level. But I can't figure out enough to do anything meaningful. How long have you been gone for? Shift is, think like a conveyor belt. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. We still have an active run, Formal, that we can either continue or we could restart. We'll probably just continue it, I guess. Light Warrior. Swap means that it can move into the square another object is in and swap places with it. It's kind of miserable. Kiki in the corner has, in fact, always been there. The Kiki in the corner is the Kiki that prevents us from swapping easily and, you know, winning the puzzle, basically. It means that after 3 ticks, we can no longer swap, because it swaps itself with the word swap once we turn the Kikis into skulls. Also, skulls are skulls, so we can't even turn Kiki, like, skulls back into Kikis if that were to be a thing. But it is not. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite ready to call this level impossible, but I don't see what I want to do. Like, I think I have to have a good idea of what I want to do, and then see that with the tools I have available, clearly I can't do it before I can claim a level as impossible. So I don't think we can claim this level as impossible. It's just, you know, not a level that we can do. Which is similar, but different. This feels like halfway to an up dog joke, like where up is just another property that makes something rotate into the up direction. directly to the up direction, I should say. Not towards. Let's see. Why don't we go ahead and take a break? We'll come back, we'll do just a little bit more Baba, then we'll probably switch over to try a little more Star Trader. Thanks for hanging out, folks. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Alrighty, we are back. And if you want some Just Monica, clearly we can just link that up. That was quite a ride of a playthrough. Quite a ride. How many of these levels are impossible? Probably most of them. Moving floor. Oh god, this one. Okay. I think I would have that response with literally any of them that we looked at, to be fair, but... okay, so... Here's some shift action for those who have not seen the shifting. Kiki is you, hedge is top. Belt is shift, bug is death. So, for example, if we do that, every tick, something will automatically move on a belt. They aren't all hell, DJC. There's plenty of tutorialization levels that introduce you to new mechanics. Those are mostly not hell. So basic implied premise of this level is to use words as blockers such that we can, for example, be able to actually push flags around and stuff. In this case, we wouldn't want them there. Wait, does that mean we actually only need 2 block? No, we still need 3 blockers, which is the problem. But yeah, the we need things that have weight still. So after we push the words and flag is pushed, flags won't have weight anymore, so they won't be able to hold me up against the forces of these belts. But we got those 3 little alcoves we're trying to plug so that we can shove the word win to the right and then maneuver around to push the word win into Baba is win. So, I mean, that appears to be the basic premise. And we can do most of that. Isn't this one a tutorial? I would not call this one a tutorial. This is... You've been well introduced to Shift at this point. And it's also hard. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. Gotcha. I've already had 2 levels that I got very quickly that a lot of people found hard tonight, so I will be perfectly fine staring at potentially easy levels for a while. I've already got my quota. There's no actual, like, way to use the extra word is as a word for any value, right? It is just for blocking purposes. Okay. The main crux of our problem with this level is that in order to have the one of the words of flag is pushable, they need to be against the wall if we want to push it with a flag. What if we push all of the word flag is push onto something? Is that a thing that is an idea that isn't terrible by chance? That potentially works on either of the right belts. It doesn't work on the bottom belt, but... Oh, it doesn't actually work on the top belt either. Yeah, it only works on the middle belt. Then we could push the middle word is all the way out of the way. Actually, no, that would be a problem too, because the win would already be pushed over. No, we could do the, no, that wouldn't work. No, yeah, that wouldn't work. Interesting. Because then, if we have the word flag is push here, push the word is down here, shove it out of the way, we try to go back, now the word flag's here, and if we push it up here, it's going to block our way back out. If we do it one way, when we've already pushed the word win over, then we've got win is, so we've got the win is pushed all the way down here, and we can't get it over to here. So I guess we should probably not pursue that path as a option any further. Oh god, Walls of Gold solution. I friggin' did that by accident. And so, for example, we can do this, but then we no longer have any way to access these words, so it doesn't actually help us that we use the flag there. Oh, what if we use what if we use double flag on the bottom? Well, they're still solid. Then we'll shove this word over. Then we don't care about the flags anymore. I can definitely see how one might have ended up finding that level pretty easy. That is surprisingly hard, right? Like that's how a lot of these levels end up being. Uh-oh. Oh no, there's a harder version of that level! Crumbling floor. What's the difference? The little like wall thing on the right side's a little bit different. Why does that matter? What's the difference? I'm just gonna try to do what I did. Oh, we don't have the extra word is. We don't have the extra word is. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. But, okay, I'm gonna look closely at how those walls have changed. Like, why does that matter? It's just not shifted back one anymore. So if we push flag is push all the way into the top one, we can push the word is into the second one. Which I think works. That seems workable. Oh, except I can't actually push the word. Well, that doesn't matter? That doesn't matter. Yeah. Except I did this prematurely, but yeah, no, this should work fine. Take that hard version of the level. Destroyed. We spent a lot of time on the easy version, and the hard version took us like a minute and a half. Because, well, mostly because we'd already, like, considered that solution for the easy version, basically, right? Oh man, we got a quick 2 there. Do you want to call that a victory at this point and switch games, or do we try another level or 2? In which case, I might be sad because then we don't beat any more levels. What else do we even have sitting here? Okay, we got this stupid factory thing. We got Skull House. Yeah, we got Skull House. Yeah, I don't know about it. I'm just gonna go over here. What's going on in Flower Garden? Let's take a gander back at Flower Garden. We got Maritime and oh god, Maritime Adventures. All right, yeah, okay. This is just regular adventures. Did I even look at this level? This is, yeah, I looked at this level. This is miserable. Okay, yep, okay, good. Out at sea. Okay, yeah, that level had a lot of potential that we felt like we were pretty close on, but couldn't quite get there. Secret Garden, yeah, no, don't like that level very much. No, okay, Ruined, Orchard. Don't believe I've looked at this level very much. Oh, I have, but only like once, right? Maybe? I don't actually remember being a statue. I may have never looked at this level. Alright, let's look at Orchard. I know, right, ASAP? Like, oh god, the levels are so hard, like there's an instinctive reaction of just like, oh god, get it away, this is too much, for like, all of those levels I've, yeah, maybe they changed this level since we last looked at it. Maybe that's a possibility. Alright, well let's take a look at what we've got. We got a lot of a mess here. We've got Statues You. Belt is belt. Belt is stop. Oh, okay. But we can change it so that belt is shift and not stop. But that's not enabled by default, so we can walk it back and across the belts to begin with. Fruit is death, so we're playing I Want to Be the Guy. Delicious fruit is death. Door is stop, door is shut. Flag is win, hedge is stop. Kiki is float and stop and shut. Okay. Key on key is weak. So weak means that if it ever shares the tile with something else that it gets destroyed. So we can't stack keys. Also, we don't currently have any keys. So, you know. But we can make keys. We can make keys. There's an and open here, huh? And just Sparky, thanks for the raid. How inspired to reach you tonight. Greetings, Dragon Zero Hexa. So the main, oh god, yeah, that's right, we're not Kiki, we're Statue. Oh man, that lewd statue butt right there. The main special thing we got going on here is, make. So, for example, we can shove Kiki around to make a bunch of keys for us. Oh yeah, Kiki is stop, so we can't take the last key, but and we've got 5 doors here. Sounds like Spire, indeed, Sparky. Sounds good. Catch you later. They're conkles to the max. So, I mean, we could make lots of keys. And, I mean, that's kind of close to enough. We can get 3 out of 5 very easily. 3 is less than 5. You may be interested to know. There's no, like, move property or anything. There's just the belt shifty. Kiki is float. Why is Kiki shut if Kiki's also float? Like, what could that do for us? And also, there's this other belt here. That Kiki is... that we can make... Okay. That's how we make belts easily, right? Or keys easily. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, belts are stop. Yeah, okay. Wait, I can't shove them... Oh, right, because key aren't push. Yes. So Kiki's now just pooping out keys. All day long. I kind of need to deal with some of these... I can't right now, though. But as soon as we... well, no, that won't matter because Kiki's float. So even if... like this is here... Like, the Kiki isn't gonna kill itself because of that. Oh, that shoves the word push. Oh, that's interesting. That gives me a way to walk over the word push there. Like, this is what the levels kind of told me to do, but, like, why? But why? And why is Kiki shut? I could destroy Kiki by making Kiki open. I mean, I could also destroy Kiki by turning Kiki into a key, though, so... What does that matter? Why is that the way we should kill Kiki? And why do we want to kill Kiki in the first place? Like, why is Kiki shut? Like, let's see, if we have Kiki over on the right side of the fruit... I don't think we even can, because we can't have Kiki and Kibi pushed simultaneously. The only way for Kiki is shut to matter is if we give Kiki the open property, because they're floating, and nothing else is floating. So somehow that means that it makes sense to get Kiki somewhere that they do something for us, you know, make some more keys, and then destroy them. That is what the level's telling us to do. Hey there, AJT. It's definitely what the level is telling us to do. And it's also telling us to have Kiki spit out keys on this belt. Why does this push this word over? Key doesn't have any property. Huh. It gives priority to an object being moved onto the square, which prevents you from pushing a pushable object onto it, even though the object now filling the square doesn't have any sort of property that would make it block or do anything like that. Huh. That is weird. I wonder if that could be applied to some other level to do shenanigans with being inside words. Hey there, Ed. Let's see, there's no way I can move the belts around. I mean, I could make belt as push. But then nothing else is ever push again, so that doesn't really work. It's also notable that they that stop still applies even though they're floating. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Hype. Like, that's really weird. Like, key isn't pushed or stop or anything. Key is weak. Or nothing. Those were the only properties key had. Like, it could have been weak. But that was enough that key moving into the square blocked me pushing the text into the square. If the word push... But why would it push it, Kinshuru? Why wouldn't it just go on top of it? Key doesn't have push. Apparently an object that is shifting has the ability to push things around. And yeah, I guess that's basically the best way to think of it. Something that is currently shifting has the same property of something that has move. I don't know that that necessarily helps us. Here or elsewhere, but something else to throw in the toolbox, I suppose. No, weak will only apply to the thing that is weak. It won't destroy other things that are not weak. We can have multiple keys. I don't really know what that does for us either. We could have belts make keys, which is kind of neat, but doesn't really do anything because we can't push keys or open with keys at that point. So still the implied thing is that we get Kiki somewhere that's in our way, They pump out some keys, then we make Kiki open so that Kiki is no longer existent. And then we can just do Kiki's push it open. Or key is, rather. Push it open and push our keys to the end. But... I'm watching the little lines of the pillars dance. They were fitting to the music pretty well. Yeah, this level's telling us to do lots of things. Like, I feel like I'm doing a fairly good job of reading what the level is telling us, but I don't know how to make the next step and figure out why the level is telling us to do these things. Where are there any keys, Race? Well, good question. I'll show you where. Here's some keys. So it's very easy to get, 3 keys over here. Like so. And, that's enough to open 3 out of 5 doors. Seems woefully insufficient. 60% is not a passing grade for this level. Correct, Race. Well, currently the belts are just blocks. They're walls, effectively. But once we turn them on, they're one way. Yeah, like what? Why are the belts off? To start, like, what is the point of that? That's a big mystery that we would like to know the answer of, huh? Like, why is belt stop right now? Like, what is the point of that? What could possibly be the point of that? Like, we can't even make them push without turning them on first. If for some reason that made sense. Oh, well, that's not entirely true. We could make them push, so we could push this belt somewhere. And then we would still be able to make Kiki as push or something, but then we couldn't make Key as... Like, we could make Key as push, but we couldn't make it open at the same time. But, yeah, like, we could do this. Like, this seems terrible, but, like, this is one of the only things that the belt being off to start lets us do. which is great, except... Oh wait, no, that where the edge push is... that's the level, we solved it. Okay, cool. Good talk. I thought the edge push was gonna be stuck here. It is not. Okay, wait. Oh, key needs to be pushed. Yes. Yes. There we go. Hey, Murgatroyd. Apparently this level was just kind of added. Wait. It says Ruined Orchard now. Wasn't it called Orchard to begin with? Maybe it was always called Ruined Orchard? Alright. Ruined Orchard, anyway. So, Flower Garden 6. I think this level was just recently added because other people didn't recognize it. Alright. We got another level. Oh, we have access to Jaywalkers United now. We'll take a quick look. That's a lot of... Oh my god. We got a Kiki army. I'm laying grass. Grass stops the Kiki army. Oh man, look at that. That's a neat level that we're not gonna look at right now, but I'll look forward to trying that one in the future, I think.